Is DoorDash at risk? Are we at risk? I think the answer is yes, and I'll tell you why. Because I've seen a couple different videos here lately that was really discussing the risk that we take, and this is going to be more for people who are trying to create an income off of YouTube, whether that be a full-time creator or just passive income, and it's just something that you like to do. But I think that we are all at risk if, you don't have the understanding that it can go all away in a very short amount of time. I think we're seeing some creators really come up, and we need to show them, the love and the support, because with that comes a lot of haters as well. But that kind of brings me to my point of, if you have 50,000 followers and you gain them all over 1 month, those 50,000 followers can easily go away, right? So when you're thinking about like the niche and the things that you're saying, or whether it's something you do, like I do a quote of the day, but I also do Canva designing, right? So I have a couple different things going on my channel. But when you go from posting something that everybody knows you for, like your DoorDash videos, for example, and then you switch that up because something really took off, like you're working your 9 to 5, and so the frustrations with that, and so that really took off, and that's where you started to make your focus. But what if that audience, who is so supportive and so loving, all of a sudden says, I don't want to see your AdSense paychecks every day, or I don't want to see the same video, essentially, and that same content. Now, there's people who follow blogs, who make the vlogs and all of that stuff. But the point of it is that we're all at risk, because you can't just rely on a paycheck from YouTube or Google AdSense, right? You have to think about what is your brand? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to help people? Are you trying to have a voice? And just really kind of get down on what it is that you can do. Because I also saw another video that was like, hey, these people need to be having some sort of thing that they can promote. And I even think DoorDash is promoting like how she blew up on YouTube, or some kind of digital product. So that's really good. She is making income based off of that, and not just YouTube. So I think we all just need to think that we, in a moment's notice, and whether it not be even your following, like I've seen a lot of videos lately about like demonetization. So whether it was their fault or if it was of no fault to anybody and it was just a mistake, I've still been seeing videos. And so when you rely on that to pay like your rent, your electricity, and your water, and the million other things we have to pay every month, that cost so much money, it's just really, really risky. And so where I think that we need to show like all of this love and support, you also just have to realize that when you're trying to also reach those goals, to also, be thinking in the background, like, how else can I build up my brand? What other products could, I make to help people? Things like that. And so make it in a realistic form, right? Because if you make a product that says, hey, this is how you blow up on YouTube in 30 days, and then the people who are buying it are not blowing up on YouTube in 30 days. So make sure it's just more sharing your experiences, sharing what you learned, what worked well for you, things like that. I think it's really important to be like realistic in the meantime for other people. I've also seen so many things that are like, YouTube is on easy mode. Now, I just started over the past month, and I'm making like a little bit of different content, right? Like, so the quotes of the day or the Canva videos or whatever. I have extremely low views. That's not my perspective of what's happening. I think some people are blowing up, and I think, like, rightfully so, but I think that's been happening, right? There is some kind of a movement going on, which is really inspiring, which I think people like Dodash inspired, which is we can be ourselves. We don't have to worry about these aesthetic backgrounds. I can come on here without having my hair curled and all of that. And so that's an extreme movement that is happening because of one of the videos that took off. So it might not be initially what we all pictured, but I think, to be realistic, it's not on easy mode for everybody. There's videos that I have posted from 2 weeks ago that have less than 10 views still. So just being honest in the process, for the people who are getting 1,000 subscribers in a week, just be real, be honest, and be authentic. And I think that will definitely reduce the risk when we are doing things like this. And we're also trying to think in the background of what other things that we could do instead of just relying on a paycheck from one party. So anyways, I hope you all have a beautiful day. If you want to comment and share your experiences about, like, whether you feel like you've been on easy mode, whether your account has grown substantially, or whether you're in a stop halt and things you're kind of doing, because I would really like to know. I'm a new creator as well. I just want to get on here and be myself, and I want to inspire people, and I want to show them new skill sets that maybe they didn't know before. So I would just kind of like to know, like, what is everybody doing? What things do they see, right, that are working? Because if you leave a comment, I'm going to engage with it. If you like it, if you subscribe to me, I'm going to go check out your channel, and probably do the same thing as well. So I just would love to know, like, how you're growing your community, and the views. Like, I'm a very positive mindset person, so I'm not letting the views get me down or anything, because I think my main goal is to put on here what's on my heart, and it's going to reach the people that it needs to reach. But obviously I do want it to reach more people, right? So I don't know. If you're willing to share, please do that. If not, I just think we should take it as a learning lesson that, like, as we're building and as we're growing, to just continue to support, to share things so that people don't end up in other negative situations, or just think about how we can help each other succeed and not just rely on one thing. So have a beautiful day.